What's up, guys? Your boy J-Bob's here on the call today for the League of Ordinary Gentlemen College Football 25 Week 13 action. As today we get ready to take on the Indiana Hoosiers, our last computer game of the season. So we get ready to kick it off to the Hoosiers. We're going to get underway. This time slot was originally reserved to play my Madden game, but Matt had some stuff come up with work, so I figured I'd come out here, play my College Football 25 game, and get this done. Take down the Hoosiers before getting ready for our big game against Tie Stick in the final week of the regular season. And a counter run to the left to start, and it's a loss. As Hicks is there to make the tackle, it'll be 2nd and 11. After what was just a gain of 1. And a much better run this time, it looks like, but he can't get away from his own guy as he kept running into his own offensive lineman, and now he's hurting, as the Hoosiers running back is slow to get up. Now they have a 3rd and 9. They snap the ball, and the quarterback is dropped. I don't even know who the quarterback for Indiana is, but he didn't stand a chance. And it's 4th down. They have to kick it to us. And this is a nice angled kick, and no chance to get it, snag it before it goes out of bounds. So we're going to start 1st and 10 from our own 39 after that punt from the Hoosiers. And that's a terrible throw. You know, that play looks good on paper, but the execution always sucks for some reason. This is now 2nd and 10. And Howard's going to get dropped. So now it's 3rd and 10. So the Hoosiers are not fooled. There we go. We find Jeremiah Smith for a 1st down. And this might be the last time this might be the last year we have him, unfortunately. Dude is still thinking hard about that transfer portal. But here's another 1st down. We're just going to have to check it down quickly. That pressure was in Will Howard's grill. So we find Henderson out of the backfield. Making it 2nd and 5. Judkins. Quinshawn Judkins gets a 1st down, a gain of 11. He just bounces around. He doesn't let the opponent get near him. As a 1st down. We might actually have numbers on this play for a change. And the blocks didn't hold up as Cardinal Tate was just kind of running around, didn't know what to do. If he knew what to do, we had that play busted open. Easy. Instead, 2nd and 10. And this run goes nowhere as the Hoosiers defense is all over it. Now it's 3rd and 9. And they didn't follow the angle route, and Judkins has got it out of the backfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So we're able to get it through the air. We kick this ball all the way through the end zone, touchback. Or it's going to be caught, but he takes a knee. So the Hoosiers will have it at their own 25. Not the way they wanted to start the game, 3 and out, and they give up a touchdown, of course. They're going to run the ball to the right. It goes nowhere. Lathan Ransom there to make the tackle, 2nd and 11. There's a quick pass. Oh, it's actually held onto by the Hoosiers receiver. It makes it a 3rd and 3. So we look to get off the field for the 2nd consecutive series. Oh, it's a hard play fake, and they had good protection. He had too much time to throw that ball, and they got a first down as a result. So the Hoosiers move the chains for the first time today. Oh, that run. Oh, it should have been blown up. Instead, he gets out of there, and he gets a gain of 16. It's like there's no way you should have been able to get out of that. There was a blitz. There were 2 guys blitzing for that side. It didn't seem to matter. And now, I thought I had him lurked, but I ran behind him. And as a result, it's a catch for a gain of 7 for the Hoosiers. And they're not going to go away. Indiana. And now a quick throw to the right is caught for a first down, as he's leery of Tyleik Williams and company up front. But so far, the Indiana offensive line has held up very well. We got to force him to hold on to that ball a little bit longer. And a nice block there allows him to pick up another first down. So Indiana, again, still on the move. They're finding their spots. And a reverse. And we're able to tackle him for a short gain. And heavy on my heels there for a hot sec. There's a run to the left. They have all the blocking they need, and it's 1st and goal at the 5. I have to ask, where is Tyleik Williams? Where is Jack Sawyer? Where's CJ Hicks? Where are those guys to plug up the holes like they have been all year so far? Now 1st and goal, they're going to they're going to mark him short, interestingly. So it's 2nd and goal. The Hoosiers' offensive line is dominating right now. This play should be a touchdown. 2nd and goal if they keep putting up what they're doing. They're going to throw the ball, though, and it's going to be caught for the score. As the Hoosiers just went right down the field and answered our touchdown with one of their own, and we had no answer for it. It was 7-7 after the game with the Boilermakers. Their in-state rivals might be putting up just as good of a fight here in the first quarter. And this kick return goes nowhere. Stopped at the 16. And wow, that left defensive tackle just moved the left guard into the play. And I was looking for that hole, but he he moved that lineman so far. The hole just wasn't there where I needed it to be. 2nd and 10. We have cover. What looks like cover 2. It doesn't matter. It's a sack. And just like their offensive line is winning, their defensive line is winning. As it's now 3rd and 15, and we are in trouble here against the Hoosiers. And they're going to let Jeremiah Smith slip behind the defense and pick up a first down. That's just what we needed there on 3rd and long. That was the hope, that they would just lose a guy like that. And that ball was floated up there, and it's caught by Tate for a first down. That didn't have enough zip on it, but it didn't matter for him. As it's a pitch and catch for a first down. And that ball zipped in Tate for another first. Henderson, only a gain of 3. As the Hoosiers have been very good and up front today on both sides of the ball, as I keep saying. Howard's going to just take off and pick up the first down. That too high safety look here again. And we might have the safety beat. We do! Jeremiah Smith, touchdown, Buckeyes. As this kick is true right down the center, and it makes it 14-7. Let's see if our defense can bounce back off the mat after that last drive. The Hoosiers just manhandled us at the line of scrimmage. And that's a touchback. It hasn't been too often where I've had to send blitzes to help out our defensive front. That might be the case today. And that run is stopped after a gain of 3. That wasn't too common of an occurrence on that last drive. And that's the end of the first quarter. 14-7, we're on top here. Second and 7 for the Hoosiers as we start the second quarter. They're going to do another reverse, and the quarterback tried to throw a block. He got absolutely destroyed, and Ransom finished off the wide receiver. It's now 3rd and 12. We switched to a man coverage here on 3rd down, not play so much zone. And that safety's right there. It's picked off. He didn't seal. That's why we played cover 2. Igvinosen was beat, but he was backed up. And the Hoosiers turn it over for the first time today. As Nelson gets the interception, and now we're going to have it 1st and 10. Great field position. Oh, that was a bad read, but Howard breaks out of there and takes a big shot. It's a gain of 9. And it would be 2nd and 1. So run game gets going for the first time today, and now Henderson picks up the first down. He does enough. Can we cook those safeties again? If this was a cover 2 look, this might be what we want. There it is. But the corner was there. Must have been man coverage. Because that corner stayed with Ibuka the entire time. I thought he might go to his target or go to his zone, but there was no zone for him. And we're just going to have to get that out, and it's going to be a short game. Well, we've had the answers so far on offense today, but this is another 3rd and long. And that's going to be broken up this time. So we're going to be forced to settle for a long field goal attempt. This is not going to be easy. And we missed. We still suck at kicking in this game. So the Hoosiers get it. The Hoosiers get it back after the interception. Still only down by 7. That pass should have been intercepted. Instead, it's caught. And that's a big gainer, too. And what was Styles doing? What was he doing? He didn't even reach. I find it hard to believe that it would be out of his reach. You should have been able to at least put a paw on that thing. Instead, Indiana's in business here. And another play action. And that's going to be a penalty. I didn't even know. Illegal contact is not even a penalty in college football. That's a stupid one. In college football, you're allowed to make contact as long as you're not holding and as long as the ball's not in the air. That's not a penalty. How's that a penalty in college football? Or in this video game anyways. It shouldn't be. That's just something they probably took from men and be like, we don't want to fix that. The illegal contact's not a penalty in college football. Or maybe I'm wrong. I know there's been a lot of rule changes IRL this year, but I don't think that was one of them. It's now 2nd and 7. And that pass is going to be caught and scored for the Indiana Hoosiers. So they take advantage of the missed field goal and they score a touchdown, and the Hoosiers are tied at 14. And that defensive line that we're so used to just dominating, not exactly doing their job in this one. The spin move looked really good there, but it went for no further gain. And what is going on here? How are we not just destroying the Hoosiers right now? Every other CPU opponent we've played so far has had all kinds of troubles playing against us, yet the Hoosiers seem to be playing very freely right now. And they're winning up front, as this is only a gain of 4 for Judkins. Something we haven't had too much trouble with this year is running the football, and here we are only getting a gain of 4 against Indiana. It's always the opponent right before Michigan, where this team seems to struggle the most. They're going to send a blitz. They've been doing that a lot, and that's a nice catch by Jeremiah Smith for a first down, much needed. The Hoosiers were looking to gain some momentum there. Oh, see, and then their linebacker plays the ball. As it's now 2nd and 10. And we're just going to float it up there. Travion Henderson on the wheel route. 10-5, touchdown Buckeyes. Makes it 21-14. Offense is on top right now. Can our defense get off the field against the Hoosiers? We haven't done that in a hot minute. This is going to go through the end zone for a time. No, he's going to catch it in the back of the end zone. Something he's been doing the entire game. You might want to stick with man coverage. That's what's been working for us in this game. Sometimes man works better. Sometimes zone works better. And they're going to throw on this RPO. It's caught. That's the other thing. Their receivers, when they're taking those hits, they're still holding on to the football. We're so used to being able to break it up by just laying a licking on these guys, but they're holding on. Oh, that should be a tackle for a loss, and it is. Well, they'll give him the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 5. I've done nothing but man coverage on this series. We're sticking with it. It's worked so far. 3rd and 5. And the linebacker ran a nice, or excuse me, the tight end ran a nice route, beat our linebacker for a first down. As the Hoosiers continue to move it here. And there's a run, and it's stopped by Styles. 2nd and 9. There's the pass. It's caught again by the Hoosiers. We just can't knock it out. We cannot stop the Hoosiers' offense right now. We cannot beat the ball out of them like we can do with just about anybody else. It's another first down. And that's a screen that didn't work. They caught it but lost a yard. 2nd and 11. And there's a run to the right, and it's going to set up a 3rd and 7. Just realized we were still in dime that whole time. And that pass caught. It's 4th down. The Hoosiers are going to go here. 3 tight ends in the game for Indiana. They're going to run right up the middle and get the first down because they're just pushing us back right now. They said man on 4th and 3, and they won the battle to get a first down. It wasn't even like a gain of 1 or 2. They got all 3. And there's the reverse. It doesn't work. We're ready for it this time. And the 2-minute mark is going to hit here. The Indiana Hoosiers in a 7-point game against us right now. And if anything, I don't have to worry about running up the score at least. It'll allow me to pad some receiving stats, some passing stats that I need to pad if I want to keep those guys around without having to worry about that. But we don't want to be in danger against the Hoosiers. That pass, oh, that would have been 6 going the other way. But Sonny Styles drops the ball. It's 3rd and 17. And now we just don't want to give up anything big. And the Hoosiers quarterback is dropped. It's 4th down. They're going to have to attempt a long field goal. Here's the kick. It's up, and it's wide right. So the Hoosiers don't capitalize on that long drive. They've had quite a few long ones today, but this one goes for naught. They've been doing a lot of double mug looks defensively today. They're not coming with this one. And G. Scott's going to be open along the sideline, and a nice little tiptoe drag. And it makes it 2nd and 3. We got another zig route here on this play, but I don't like the look it's going to go up against. And there's a hole for Henderson in the first. Momentary stop of the clock to move the chains. And now we're back to the line of scrimmage. We're just going to float it up there, but the corner reaches back and gets there. It'll be 2nd and 10. And there's Judkins out of the backfield. He pushes forward and picks up the first. Quinshad Judkins, not easy to bring down. Another first down. It's no one-on-ones on this formation. It's something I usually look for. Jeremiah Smith is just going to have to possession catch that, and it makes it a 2nd and 2. We got plenty of time, though. It's not something we need to worry about here. That pass held onto by Ibuka for a first. And we just had to get that out. As the Hoosiers finally had an answer for us defensively, 2nd and 10. Oh boy, they might be pressing a Mecca on the left. But he's unable to get free. But we have another guy open. It's caught. 1st and goal at the 1. Jeremiah Smith gets us down there. And now it might just be time where we go in with the QB sneak. Wherever it is. So many other plays that the traditional QB sneak is right there. Okay, 1st and goal at the 1. And Howard sneaks it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. .23 seconds to play. We're on top by 14. And this kick will not be brought out, as this time he doesn't even catch it. And now this is where we just drop back. You don't want to get beat deep. They're going to take what's given to them, and they actually dropped it. We haven't been able to have too many punch-outs of the ball today. So that's actually quite nice to see, that they're actually dropping the ball. And now they're just going to run the ball. And this should take us to half. But they're going to come out, act as they're going to run another play, and they're going to get the snap off. It's a screen for a first down. And they're not going to get the snap off here. So that will take us to halftime. 28-14 to score. Jeremiah Smith, 104 receiving yards and a tutty. Will that convince you to stay in Columbus? Please. And yeah, Will Howard just dropped a nice little dime in the bucket to Travion Henderson as well. And there's the touchdown to Jeremiah Smith. As we start half number 2 with the ball and the lead. And this kick is brought out to the 23. Here's the pass. Oh, it's picked off by the Hoosiers. And that's going to be a score. Wow. Sometimes you got to know who's actually covering. I thought that was a linebacker, and it was a safety. Or a slot corner, as he managed to hang in there in pass defense with some of our better receivers, and now nowhere to return this ball. Our blocks just don't hold up at all. That's a frustrating way to start the second half. We thought we were just going to tote and roll against the Hoosiers, and they had other ideas. And man, if I could just run a vertical route or a streak right now against that press coverage. I'm allowed one hot route per play, so why not? Because that's one-on-one. That's one-on-one, and I would love the capital. Oh, it's not one-on-one. They dropped into a cover 2, and it's a sack, as I didn't even have time to look up. I had the crosser coming open. That was my next read, but it didn't matter because they dropped into a cover 2 and sacked us. And now it's going to be 3rd and 12 as the Hoosiers look to get off the field here. They're figuring out their adjustments here. That pass is zipped in there for Scott. It's going to be inches. And a great start to the second half for the Hoosiers. A pick 6, and then another stop, and they're going to get the ball back, only down by 7. Their offense has played pretty good in this game. We've been unable to stop them, but for a couple of series. And now we're about to run a play that has not worked against the Hoosiers all game long. They are going to run the ball against the teeth of our defense, though, and that didn't work. It'll be 2nd and 10. Tackle made by Igbenosin. And there's the play action. It is picked off by Hicks. As the quarterback was just trying to get rid of it, he did, but it was into the arms of C.J. Hicks in the backfield. And that gets us the ball back deep in the Hoosier territory. And again, nowhere to run for Henderson. We're going to get everybody thinking this play's going to the right. And we're going to run a screen to the left. There we go. There's the blocking for Quinshawn Judkins. First down. Caught them off guard with that. It's now 1st and 10. Still a lot of time left. Henderson's going to get stopped in the backfield. You know, this might be a cover 2 beater play, but they're going to come out showing one high safety. It's as if they know what I'm going to run. And we're still going to find the corner. It's G. Scott. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And trust me, if this game doesn't convince Jeremiah Smith and Julian Sayin to stay, I don't know what will. We've thrown the ball so well in this game. Jeremiah Smith has over 100 receiving yards and a tutty himself. And we've been throwing it. We've been throwing lasers all over the field in this game. Like, we're proving that we don't just need to run the ball. We can throw it too. And that might be good for our game against Michigan coming up next week too. Knowing that we're not going to just have to resort to running the ball. And this is a direct snap, and this is going to go for a big gainer. We were not ready for that. We've been playing a lot of man coverage to stop these Hoosiers receivers, and the problem with that is you get plays like that are run, and then you have no chance. That running back's going to be wide open. It doesn't matter. He went to the curl, and it's incomplete. There was just no chance that we were going to cover that running back, but they didn't notice that. And tight end stops on the route, catches it, pushes forward, and gets a gain of 6. So 3rd and 4 for the Hoosiers. Our defense needs to get off the field here. And they're not going to. He just trotted straight back. Receiver stopped on a dime and had an easy first down. So again, the Hoosiers are on the move. And finally, Tyleek Williams gets his name into this game. It's a gain of 1. Usually Tyleek Williams, when he's involved, it's a loss of yards. But the Hoosiers have just been pushing that line up front. Second and 9, we're unable to get to the ball. It's a first down as Igbenofsson was kind of on his heels there. This crowd is beginning to quiet down as the Hoosiers are running the ball very well here, and another gain of 3. Second and 7. And the Hoosiers had the numbers on that side, but were able to rally to the ball. That makes it 3rd and 5. And they're going to go for the end zone. It is dropped by their safety. We should have had an interception. It's 4th down. The Hoosiers going to attempt the field goal here. They missed earlier. And he hooks this one inside the right upright. So the Hoosiers are on the board. As it makes it 35-24. There's a good chance to get a return, but wasn't as good as it looked. The Hoosiers have been able to stop the run, but they have not been able to stop our air attack in this game. And double bugs with the 2 linebackers pitching in. Not quite what we wanted, and Henderson gets a gain of 3. At least we had time to think about it. It's now 2nd and 7. This looks like a cover 4. And not enough time for Howard. As it's a sack for the Hoosiers and a 3rd and 15. Here's the pass, broken up. These Hoosiers corners can't hang with our receivers sometimes. It's 4th down. We have to punt. And this is in the red. And this is going to go out of bounds at the 40. So the Hoosiers, again, get it back. Only down 11. That pass caught. They've just been able to sit there on those routes the entire game. As it's 2nd and 4. And a run to the right. They pick up all their blocks again. We sent a blitz on that side of the field, and it doesn't matter. We send a blitz on the side of the field where they're most likely to run the ball for a reason, to stop the run. And that didn't happen on that play. And now an RPO. It's picked off! It's Matthews the other way! And this might finally put the Hoosiers to bed. Touchdown, Buckeyes! As we've let them hang far too long. As it's now 42-24, 1:05 left. And for Pete's sakes, we cannot let our foot off the gas now. We got to really take it to Indiana, make sure that they know that this game's over. And a sack. We're finally in on the Hoosiers quarterback. As it's a loss of 7 on that, and it'll be 2nd and 17 as now there's an injured Hoosier on the field. Second and 17, a run to the right, and a gain of 5. So that makes it 3rd and 12. And that pass is going to be broken up. Surprised they didn't hold on to it with the way they've been holding on to their passes in this game, but it's 4th down, they have to punt. As this game might just be completely over right now. This punt is returnable, yep. But not for a whole lot. So we have it 1st and 10 at our own 39. And it didn't let me throw the ball. Might have been a good thing. That safety was coming and shot out of a cannon if I... And it'll be 2nd and 12. And that corner got back there. I thought for sure that corner was just locked onto that receiver. He was not. As he had eyes on the quarterback the entire play rather than the receiver. That was a zone. And now we're unable to throw the ball all of a sudden as Will Howard is drilled. It's 4th down. We have to be able to throw the ball if we want to convince Jeremiah Smith and Julian Sane to stick around. Obviously, I have a lot of guys rooting against me because they want an additional couple additional 5 stars to come to their school via the transfer portal. And that ball is lofted up there, but Denzel Burke didn't know what he was doing on that play, and it's a 1st down for the Hoosiers. That should have been an easy breakup for number 10. So we have a 42-24 lead over Indiana. Game's not quite over. The Hoosiers still have a chance. Yes, they've been doing a lot of that. They've been just finding the holes in our zone. That's why I've been trying to resort to man coverage, but even that hasn't exactly worked against those short routes that they're running. And there's another short completion. Might need to play robber press coverage again. One thing the Hoosiers haven't done a whole lot of is taking a lot of deep shots. They've been doing a lot of underneath stuff. And this is not the play to take a deep shot, and it's incomplete. As it's now 2nd and 10. And on 2nd down, the quarterback is dropped. Jack Sawyer, Tyleek Williams, we've been waiting for you. And now it's 3rd and long. And there's the pass broken up. 4th and 17. The Hoosiers have to go. Just don't want to get beat deep. And they're going to attempt to do so. Oh, that ball was batted up in the air by Ransom, but it falls harmlessly to the turf. So we get it back up by 18 as the Hoosiers didn't have an answer. 6:05 to play. It's certainly time to just try and run out the clock. Henderson shakes off one tackle and only gets 4. And it's 2nd and 6. Second and 6, and we're unable to get anything on that. It's 3rd and 6. We're just going to loft it out there. Henderson for a 1st down. Oh, we have time. Abuka, deep. Excuse me, that's Jeremiah Smith, and that's a 1st and goal. So we've launched it down the field again. And Scott out in the flat. Touchdown, Buckeyes! As he finds pay dirt again. (49-24) the score. And it's like the Hoosiers, they're going to have to take some deep shots now. And they're going to attempt to do so, but that's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Oh, and a wide open running back, and he broke a tackle and got it 1st. As we're approaching 4 minutes to play in this game. And that pass is held on to for a gain of 7. Now we'll kind of let them have that. Anything that's inbounds, we'll let them have. As long as it's not like way deep downfield, of course. We'll let them have that. That's a first down. The clock continues to run, though. We're not inside of 2 minutes yet. Oh, and it's a screen. It's well executed, but he stays in bounds after a gain of 9.5. And on second down, that is held on to for a first down. So we come up on 3.5 minutes to play here. And a little Texas route complete. He gets away from everyone. Touchdown Hoosiers. So with 3:18 to play, they make it an 18-point game again. Now will they onside kick it? They will. So this has been a very high-scoring game. Oh, this is dropped! But fortunately, Smith is there to pick it up, and he's just going to run out of bounds with it. And now it's our turn to just run out the clock. 3:16 to play. 80 combined points. The Hoosiers obviously got to be expecting a run now. We're going to stay in bounds. We're going to do a spin just to be sure we stay in bounds. Oh, I did not mean to do that. We're going to execute the sweep, but all of our linemen ended up behind us. And there's the 2-minute timeout. So we look to just let time run out on the Hoosiers in this one. And our center went after the wrong guy. He decided to double team instead of go upfield. Fourth down. The Hoosiers are not calling any timeouts, so I just realized how big of a game this was for Indiana. They're sitting there at 5-5. They're trying to be bowl eligible, and this loss sets them back. So we're going to try and pin them here. That ball bounces into the end zone. So Hoosiers still down by 3 scores with 1:13 left. We've been very lax. And this is a deep shot for Indiana. It's picked off by Denzel Burke. Burke runs to the outside, and he's shoved out of bounds at the 24. And that'll do it for this one, as the Hoosiers are not calling timeouts. So we could just take a knee and one more, of course, to wrap it all up here at the shoe today. We have the big one, of course, coming up against Tie Stick to end the season. Indiana put up a good fight, but it wasn't quite enough. As the clocks have now hit 000, the victory bell rings through the campus area of Columbus. 344 passing yards, 6 touchdowns for Will Howard. Some Heisman numbers from him. Of course, I mean, he's not going to get the Heisman, obviously, in this game. There's no way, but that was certainly a Heisman performance. Gotta admit it. You can see our players singing Carmen, Ohio at the end of this one. So, not much else to say. We have the big one next week against Tie Stick. We're ranked 7th currently. I believe he's currently ranked 9th. And it's going to be a user game. We haven't had a user game since we lost to Dave. So, we've had some nice CPU games to help us bounce back since that loss. But if we can pull off the victory against Tie Stick, we go to the... I have to see the conference standings right now. I might go to the Big Ten Championship. Maybe. Just maybe. So there we are. Oh, well, whoever's using Wisconsin is ahead of us. Our loss to Tulane doesn't count because we lost to... Because Tulane's not a conference game. Had we just beaten Dave, we would be locked into that conference championship game. Or, well, we wouldn't be locked, but I mean, if we... with the win against Tie Stick, of course, we'd be in it. And we just need to beat... And Wisconsin just took a loss. We need to root for that. We need them to lose. We need the Badgers to lose to get into the Big Ten Championship. And then we could get a rematch against Dave in that conference championship game. But maybe we don't want to go there and lose and potentially fall out of the playoff either. So maybe beating Michigan and Badgers going to the Big Ten Championship would be more helpful for us. Because then we would just be locked into the college football playoff. Ranked at number 7 right now. And we wouldn't have such a huge issue. You could see serious miss down here, all the way down. Somebody's using the Golden Gophers. I didn't know that. And then you can see college football playoff rankings. Not exactly sure how we fell. How is North Carolina ranked above us? Like, what is this? This is bull. I guess he is 10. I guess he has 1 loss. We have 2. Maybe that's why. But we beat him. We beat the Tar Heels. We have Computer Oklahoma ranked number 3. So somebody could be playing a computer in a college football playoff game. And then there's BYU. That's more. He doesn't seem to care what the competition is, but he's had a lot of computer games, but I mean, who else has he had to play in that conference, the Big 12, that is? I don't think there's another user that's in the Big 12. Well, there might be. There might be another user in the Big 12. I don't remember. But as you can see, we're down here at 7. And now the team we beat earlier in the season, UNC, is ahead of us. There's a little bit of motivation with that one. Who knows? Maybe the Crimson Tide will drop one against the computer here. But anyways, it's your boy J-Bob signing off, saying see you next time from Link of Ordinary Gentlemen. Have a great weekend, everyone.